April 2020. The world was on pause, and for one of basketball's most enduring figures, a momentous chapter drew to a quiet close. Vince Carter, synonymous with gravity-defying dunks and electrifying play, officially announced his retirement from the NBA after an unprecedented 22 seasons. For decades, he had commanded arenas, a blur of athleticism and skill. Now, the roar of the crowd was replaced by the hushed tones of reflection. The question lingered: what would become of a legend whose entire adult life had been defined by the hardwood court? This wasn't just the end of a career, it was the precipice of a profound reinvention. For many athletes, retirement can be a daunting void, a struggle to find purpose beyond the game they mastered. But Vince Carter approached this transition with characteristic foresight. Months before his official farewell, he had already begun laying the groundwork for his next act. He understood that his passion for basketball extended beyond playing it. He wanted to contribute to its narrative, to shape its future. His early forays into media were cautious, a deliberate exploration of a landscape far removed from the controlled chaos of an NBA game. It was a chance to transition from being the subject of discussion to the architect of it. Soon after, Vince Carter officially joined ESPN as a basketball analyst. It was a natural fit for a man known for his articulate insights and deep understanding of the game. Yet, the leap from locker room wisdom to live television commentary presented its own set of challenges. He had to learn to condense complex basketball concepts into digestible soundbites, to articulate his opinions under the glare of studio lights, and to engage with co-hosts in a dynamic, unscripted environment. This wasn't just about knowing basketball, it was about mastering a new form of communication, a public performance where every word mattered and every expression was scrutinized. The early days weren't without their adjustments. The spontaneity of live television demands a different kind of preparation, a quick wit that allows for seamless transitions and sharp rebuttals. Vince spent countless hours studying game film, not just for analysis, but to anticipate discussion points, to formulate nuanced opinions. He listened intently to veteran broadcasters, absorbing their techniques for storytelling and engagement. Slowly but surely, the confidence he once displayed soaring to the rim began to manifest in his delivery, his opinions becoming sharper, his presence more authoritative. He was no longer just a former player, he was a legitimate voice in basketball media. What truly set Carter apart as an analyst was his unique perspective. Having played against multiple generations of stars and adapted his own game over 2 decades, he possessed an unparalleled institutional knowledge. He could dissect plays with the precision of a surgeon, but also empathize with a player's struggles, understanding the pressure and the grind from first-hand experience. His analysis wasn't just technical, it was imbued with the human element of the game. He could explain not just what happened, but why it happened, offering insights that only someone who had lived those moments on the court could provide. This depth resonated deeply with viewers and peers alike. His contributions to shows like The Jump and NBA Today quickly made him a respected voice. He wasn't afraid to offer honest critiques, yet always delivered them with a foundational respect for the game and its athletes. His commentary was measured, articulate, and often surprisingly prescient. He brought a sense of calm authority to heated debates, elevating the conversation rather than simply adding to the noise. As a consequence, his segments became highly anticipated, shaping public opinion and deepening fans' understanding of the intricate strategies and emotional currents that define professional basketball today. He wasn't just reporting, he was influencing. But Vince Carter's post-playing journey wasn't confined to the broadcast booth. Long before his retirement, his unique career trajectory had already made him a global icon. His unforgettable performance in the 2000 Sydney Olympics and the legendary dunk contest had captivated audiences worldwide, transcending borders and languages. He became Air Canada, but his appeal stretched far beyond North America. This established global recognition laid the perfect groundwork for his next significant endeavor, becoming an ambassador for international basketball development. He saw the potential for the game to grow even further, and he knew his platform could help facilitate that expansion. His transition into international ambassadorship was organic, rooted in a genuine desire to give back. He partnered with the NBA and various organizations to participate in clinics, youth development programs, and outreach initiatives across continents. From the bustling cities of Asia to the burgeoning basketball scenes in Africa, Carter brought his unparalleled star power directly to communities. He wasn't just attending events, he was actively engaging, teaching fundamentals, sharing life lessons, and inspiring thousands of young aspirants who dreamed of following in his footsteps. His presence alone spoke volumes, embodying the aspirational power of the sport. One critical aspect of his ambassadorship involved traveling to regions where basketball was still developing, bringing the highest level of expertise and exposure. In places like Senegal and India, he demonstrated drills, participated in Q&A sessions, and met with local basketball federations to discuss growth strategies. He emphasized the universal values embedded in the game: teamwork, discipline, perseverance. These weren't just abstract concepts, they were principles he lived by throughout his historic career. By sharing his journey, he offered tangible proof that dedication and hard work could transcend any geographical or socioeconomic barrier, opening doors to global opportunities. Beyond formal clinics, Carter took on a more personal mentoring role. He understood that while dunks and highlights capture attention, sustained growth comes from fundamental development and mental fortitude. He often spent extra time with promising young players, offering advice on everything from diet and training to navigating the pressures of professional aspirations. He encouraged them to embrace learning, both on and off the court, emphasizing education as a parallel path to success. This hands-on approach ensured that his impact went beyond fleeting inspiration, fostering long-term development and planting seeds for future basketball talent across the globe. What Vince Carter demonstrates so powerfully is that basketball truly is a universal language. It speaks of competition, joy, struggle, and triumph, intelligible to anyone, anywhere. As an ambassador, he embodies this global appeal. His presence at events in far-flung corners of the world doesn't require a translator for its core message: hard work pays off, and dreams are attainable. He becomes a living bridge between the NBA's polished spectacle and grassroots development, proving that the game's influence knows no cultural or geographical boundaries. It's a powerful testament to the sport's unifying force and his role in spreading its gospel. This dual life, juggling the demands of a high-profile broadcasting career with extensive international travel for ambassadorial duties, is a testament to Carter's enduring commitment. Each role requires immense energy and focus, often placing him in different time zones, demanding constant adaptation. There's the early morning flight after a late-night broadcast, the quick turnaround from studio lights to a dusty outdoor court. It's a taxing schedule that few could manage, yet Carter approaches it with a clear sense of purpose. He understands that both platforms serve the same ultimate goal: to elevate the game and inspire its next generation of players and fans. The pressure of hitting a game-winning shot is replaced by the pressure of articulating a complex analysis under a tight deadline, or inspiring a group of underprivileged children thousands of miles from home. These are different kinds of demands, requiring different skill sets, but no less intense. Vince Carter has navigated this shift with remarkable grace and effectiveness. He's transformed the athletic discipline honed over decades into a mental discipline, leveraging his fame and experience not for personal glory, but for collective growth. This evolution underscores a maturity and a broadened perspective that transcends his Vinsanity days. What's often underestimated is the sheer power of his presence. When Vince Carter steps onto a court, whether in an ESPN studio or a community center in Rwanda, he carries with him the weight of his legendary career. He represents the pinnacle of basketball excellence, and that resonance immediately captures attention and respect. Young players look at him and see possibility, fans see a connection to the game's storied past. His very presence validates their dreams and reinforces the idea that basketball can be a powerful vehicle for personal achievement and global connection. It's a testament to a legacy that continues to build, long after his final NBA game. Vince Carter's playing career itself was a masterclass in longevity, stretching across 4 decades. But his post-retirement endeavors are redefining that concept even further. He's not just had a long career, he's actively extending his relevance and influence into new domains. His longevity now encompasses not just years played, but years spent enriching the sport in multifaceted ways. He demonstrates that a career in basketball doesn't end with the final buzzer, it transforms. This extended impact creates a legacy that is far richer and more profound than merely the number of games played or points scored. For years, Vince Carter was defined by Vinsanity, by the sheer artistry of his dunks. While those moments remain iconic, his post-retirement work has allowed him to shed the singular label. He is now recognized as a thoughtful analyst, a dedicated mentor, and a committed global citizen. This reinvention has broadened the public's perception of him, revealing a depth and versatility that might have been overshadowed by his athletic prowess. He has consciously cultivated a new identity, one built on intellect, empathy, and a profound sense of responsibility to the game that gave him so much. With global recognition comes a significant responsibility, and Vince Carter has embraced it fully. He understands that his voice and his platform carry weight, and he uses them judiciously to advocate for positive change. Whether speaking out on social issues, promoting health and wellness, or championing diversity in sports, he approaches these matters with the same integrity he brought to the court. His role as a global ambassador extends beyond just basketball clinics. It encompasses being a role model for ethical leadership and community engagement, inspiring a generation to not only excel in sports but to be impactful global citizens. The legacy Vince Carter is building now extends far beyond any stat sheet or highlight reel. It is a legacy of transition, adaptation, and sustained impact. He is demonstrating that retirement is not an end, but a pivot point for continued contribution. By leveraging his unique experiences and global fame, he is not only staying relevant but actively shaping the future of basketball on multiple fronts. He exemplifies how passion, when coupled with purpose, can lead to a second, equally fulfilling, and perhaps even more impactful, career. His journey offers a powerful blueprint for athletes navigating life after professional sports. Even now, Vince Carter continues to evolve. His broadcasting skills sharpen, his insights deepen, and his ambassadorial reach expands. He remains a student of the game, constantly learning, adapting, and finding new ways to connect with fans and foster talent around the world. The transition from player to analyst and global ambassador is not a static destination but an ongoing journey. He approaches each new challenge with the same dedication and drive that made him a legendary player, proving that true passion knows no retirement age. His reinvention is a continuous process, always striving for greater impact. From the electrifying dunks that define Vinsanity to the insightful analysis from the broadcast booth, and the profound impact of his global ambassadorship, Vince Carter's journey is a remarkable testament to reinvention. He has seamlessly transitioned from a superstar athlete to a multifaceted figure whose influence continues to shape basketball's present and future. His legacy is no longer solely about what he did on the court, but what he continues to do for the game and for communities worldwide. Vince Carter proves that true legends don't just fade away, they find new ways to soar, leaving an indelible mark on the global stage.